Hello, friends. I hope that you're having a fabulous start to your week, and it's a brand new month. So happy June. Yay. Today is a good day for me. And sometimes when you go through things, you don't realize how great it is to be able to say today's a good day when you've had a lot of not so good days. So I'm happy for that, and I hope that it is a wonderful day for you as well. So it's June. Of course, I have my planner all set up for my summer planner set up, and I just kind of wanted to share with you what I'm doing right now. I recently did a 12-week mindset reset, and that was actually very, very enlightening. I learned a lot, especially through the CBT exercises and a lot of the journaling that I was doing. It kind of revealed a lot of stuff to me. So I kind of wanted to do something like that again, and only something I wanted to go this time a little deeper and a little more intentional in certain areas. So I was thinking, I know in the winter, a lot of people do like a lock-in, a lock-in. And I am going to start my own lock-in for the summer. I know it's not technically officially summer until like the 21st of June, but I live in Georgia, and down here in the South, it's been 80 degrees for probably at least a month now, and the humidity is right on up there. So pools are open, school is out, beaches are open. So really here in Georgia, it's officially summer for us. So I'm going to do a 90-day summer lock-in. And I kind of created this little page. Isn't she pretty? She's really pretty. So my lock-in is going to be based on three, what we call, I guess, three pillars, three areas of focus. And that's going to be physical health, mindset, which I'm sticking with that whole mindset thing, and environment, which is like, your home. So your physical health is like things that include moving your body, fueling your body, sleep and recovery, and building strength and energy. If you follow my channel, you may know that I had a knee injury at the end of last year. Started off this year really struggling with my mobility. Found out I have arthritis. So it was a tough start to the year for me. So strength and energy, those are really important for me right now. Mindset includes, it's about protecting your peace, training my mind by like constantly learning something new, journaling and reflecting, and growing daily. And then the environment is about decluttering my house, so important. Creating systems, which I'm trying to get back into that. I for years have followed the Fly Lady system, and then I kind of fell off. And then obviously when I was injured, I just really stopped everything, and now I'm trying to get myself back into them. Planning my days and building a life that I love. So those are the three areas of focus: physical health, mindset, environment. And basically what I've made a commitment to is to devote 3 hours a day. And that sounds like a lot. Like 3 hours sounds like a huge chunk of time, and it is if you just chunk it out at one time. But I recently had to go back to my second job at the hospital, at the emergency department. So now I'm working 2 jobs again, and I don't always have 3 hours right there together. So these are things that I can do. The hour can be broken into 3 20-minute blocks, or 30-minute and 30-minute, or do one thing like the physical, the wellness part, an hour in the morning, environment, an hour in the evening. I just have to commit in 3 hours a day for these 3 areas. Non-negotiable, doesn't have to be an entire hour or an entire 3 hours at one time. It just has to be 3 hours out of the day. Staying consistent for 90 days. And it's kind of broken down to where it sounds like a lot, like an hour times 3, like a whole hour for this, for a mindset. It sounds like it can be a lot, but like the physical, 1 hour of physical health, that can be working out, mobility exercises, nutrition. So planning my meals, meal prepping, that's part of taking care of my body. So the time that I spend prepping meals, that's going into that time. My mindset, journaling, reading, listening. Like if I listen to a podcast or I listen to an audiobook, that's time. Like if I go for a walk and I listen to the audiobook, then that still kind of counts as part of my mindset time. And meditation, journaling, all that just kind of all goes together. And education, anytime I spend on my education. And then the house, the environment, that's going to be easy for me to get done. Clean, declutter, plan, organize, and my systems. So in the morning, I pretty much, because I've done the Fly Lady routine for so long, I pretty much have a morning routine down. I get up in the morning, swish and swipe. I don't always swish and swipe every morning, but at least I unload the dishwasher if there are any dirty dishes that were left overnight, which I try not to let them be, but if they are, they go into the dishwasher or get hand washed. I tidy up, wipe the counters, make my coffee, make the bed, start a load of laundry. So I kind of have that down pat, and I can get that done in 20 minutes or less. At night, I try to, before we go to bed, I try to reset the living room, vacuum up any dog hair with the dogs have been playing, put away dogs' toys, put away Beckham's toys, put away anything that needs to be done, make sure all the dishes are cleared. And I try to at night make sure that there are no dishes left in the kitchen. I hand wash them, load them in the dishwasher, wipe off the counters. So I kind of have like a 20-minute morning and a 20-minute evening routine already in place. So all I have to do is like after work, between that space after work into bedtime, I just need to get in another 20 minutes to do like decluttering and deep cleaning. So I'm not even concerned about the environment part. I can easily donate an hour to that. So every day I'm going to build me a little tracker system, which I actually have one in place right here. Well, I have this one, and these are some of the little habit tracking sheets that I have left over from a pack that I bought on Amazon. I don't have that many left, but I'm just going to use this to get started with, and then I'll probably just use some dot grid paper or one of my bullet journals and just create my own tracker rather than buying more. But I just added all of my things here, and it looks like a lot of things, but if you really take this into account, it's not a lot, because it includes like hydrating. So if you're drinking water all day, that's done. 5 minutes of mobility, journaling, meditation, laundry, take my medicine, running the vacuum. Those are things that don't take any time at all. Oh my goodness, this dog, he scared me. And then weekly chores like mopping the floor, doing the lawn work. So I've got that set up. And I love walking. Part of my fitness is going to be going for a walk. I'm trying to walk at least 2 miles every day. And I created this little sheet with the help of ChatGPT, little hot girl walks. So, and it's 12 weeks. So that's roughly about the 90 days that I'm doing this lock-in. I printed a couple of these off. So each week I'm just going to log my little walks, and that's going to be part of my fitness. And if I do a 2-mile walk, is a little over 45 minutes. So all I got to do is add a few minutes to that, and I've got my hour in right there. And then I printed me off a little schedule for my strength training. So I've got that ready. I also printed off the first 3 chapters of my textbook, because that's, you know, part of my mindset is my education and, you know, growth. So I went ahead. I can read these on the computer or the tablet, but I don't know. I like to have the printed copies because I like to highlight things, and I like to take little notes, jot little notes down to reference for the test. So I've got myself all set up to start the week. And then again, I showed you my little planner. So I have my little planner here all set up. And so I think I've said this before, I don't really do a lot of plan with me's right now, because these planner inserts that I'm using from Amazon are really just some lined spaces with some check boxes. So they're not that fancy to do anything with. Of course, there is this little box down here. I could put some stickers in that, but that's not a lot. But anyway, I went ahead and got my planner set up yesterday. I did work yesterday at the hospital for 8 hours. But yesterday morning I got up and I sat down and I filled in my whole week of checking off, like, part of this 90-day login is my environment. So I recently did like a little 12-week home reset, and the way it worked out, it's so easy to just like repeat it over and over. So now I'm starting back over with week one, and it's a new month. So following the Fly Lady system also, it would be week 1 for zone chores, which works out perfect because that's the entryway. And so that's what I have here is I'm going to work in my entryway today. And I do need to mop my floors. But I have my strength training down here. And then my 90-day, I have physical, mindset, and environment. So once I get my hours worth of work on these areas, these 3 pillars, I mark those off. And then I just kind of put, you know, today I start the 90-day lock-in. And so that's what I kind of did, was just fill out that. Anyway, that's a lot. So anyway, yeah, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a 90-day lock-in for summer that includes physical, mindset, physical wellness, mental wellness, mindset, good mental health, education, growth, self-growth, and got my education already planned out together, and my little habit tracker for making sure that I stay on top of all the things that have to be done every day. And I have my little 90-day lock-in guide with all my sweet little pictures and little motivations. Like, I'm just really excited to do this. And the last one down here in the corner says, 90 days from now, you will thank yourself for not giving up today. And that is my plan. So anyway, that is what I have going on right now. June 1st, starting a 90-day summer lock-in. And bless you, my dog, sneezing. So with that, I'm going to end this video so that I can go get started on those chores, and I have to go get my workout in and yeah, just get all these things knocked out because I have some of the things already done, obviously from this morning before work, but I have quite a few things left to do this evening. And I think for my walk, I think my daughter and my grandson are going to the park with me, and we're just going to go do a little family walk. So that'll be fun, and that'll be nice. And I hope that you have an absolutely amazing day. Oh, and if you want to do a 90-day lock-in with me, list it in the comments below and join me, and we can do this. You can follow the same 3 pillars: wellness, mindset, environment, or you can choose your own areas that you want to focus in on for the next 90 days, and we can do this together. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.